Hello, my fellow Zillow surfers. In today's video, we are going to be looking at a truly unique property. How would you like to live in an old water tower? And not just an old water tower, but how would you like to live in an old water tower in Surfside, California, right near the beach? You know, on this channel, we look at unique and interesting homes. We also look at some of the most expensive homes in different cities, different states, different areas. And I've been wanting to hit more of the unique homes. They're a little bit harder to find since, it's very easy to look at the most expensive home in a city. But you really got to search to kind of find these unique homes. And here is one of them. Another cool thing about this property, I've seen a lot of unique homes on Zillow, but they're oftentimes in very rural areas. I'm planning on doing a video in a couple days about this home where you can host a Renaissance fair, but it's like in the middle of the state in Indiana, not near anything. I saw a cool house that's in an old railroad caboose on the side of a sand dune looking down at Lake Michigan. Very cool, but again, it's rural. So this is kind of cool in that you have a unique home in the middle of a desirable area to live. This home is $5,500,000. It recently had a $550,000 price increase. It's 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, 2,828 square feet, and it's located at 1 Anderson Street in Surfside, California. It's actually a historical landmark as well. So before we get into looking at the specifics of this property, I want to show you guys some photos. We got 74 photos to look at. And while you guys look at these photos, I'll tell you a little bit about Surfside, California. So Surfside, California is a gated beachfront community. It's a small, exclusive, gated community located within Seal Beach in Orange County. And despite being highly urbanized, its area maintains a quiet, laid-back beach town vibe with just a few hundred homes, many of them directly on the sand. Now, Surfside is also divided into 3 rows. It's uniquely organized into 3 rows of houses that are designated either A, B, or C. A row is oceanfront. The structured layout is unlike most beach towns and is a key part of Surfside's local identity. And Seaside also has surfing and surf culture. True to its name, Seaside has strong ties to Southern California's surf culture. Its beach offers consistent waves and is a favorite among local surfers looking to avoid the more crowded spots like Huntington or Newport Beach. And while it's a tiny town, it has a rich history. Surfside was originally developed in the 1920s and has seen various transformations over the years. It started as a summer getaway for Los Angeles residents and evolved into a tight-knit residential enclave. And then lastly, bordered by industry and nature, Surfside sits in a unique spot. It's sandwiched between the Naval Weapons Station Seal Beach to the north and Huntington Beach oil fields to the south and Pacific Ocean to the west. It makes it both secluded and oddly juxtaposed with a heavy industrial and military infrastructure. So let's hop in. Let's read a little bit about this property, look at the tax history, look at the sales history before we really dive in and look at the photos. This home, you're going to be paying $1,945 per square foot. It was built in 1984. The property itself is 1,225 square feet. And what's unique about it, stunning ocean views, cascading water features, vintage tools, dramatic angles, expansive picture windows, spectacular open area concept, and stained glass cupola. Let's see if we got a sales history on this one. This one's going to cost you $35,000 per month to own. If we look at the sales history here, the most recent sales history here, we have a pending sale back in 2022 of just under $5 million, but it looks like it never sold. And we got no property tax history. Let's read a little bit about this property. Dreaming of living within a piece of coastal history with a stunning ocean view, rising above the community of Surfside, the legendary water tower house is not just a home, it's a one-of-a-kind experience. Originally constructed in the late 1800s to hold water for passing steam engines, this historic landmark was transformed into a fully functional residence in 1985 and now offers 2,800 square feet with 4 bedrooms, 4 baths, for a truly unforgettable lifestyle. From the moment you enter the base of the tower and step into a story that connects today to yesteryear, this foyer welcomes you with a cascading water feature and a wall of vintage tools unearthed during the 1940s, a tribute to the structure's enduring legacy. A ground floor guest room with a secret nook is a playful retreat for overnight visitors. The elevator whisks you up to the main living quarters. The 3rd level of the tower is rich with character, Whether you're preparing a meal in the well-appointed kitchen with modern appliances or enjoying coffee in a dining area surrounded by dramatic angles and coastal lore, one of the bedchambers is here, creatively themed after the only known pirate to haunt these shores, adding an imaginative twist to the home's personality. The wraparound deck invites you to sip cocktails while watching the waves or catching the sunset from any angle. Venture upward and you'll find two exceptional ensuite bedrooms, each a retreat of its own right, with unique panoramic scenes via hinged windows. At the pinnacle of the abode, fifth level, sits the Rotunda, a spectacular open concept area built within a lofty octagon of redwood beams and glass where sunlight pours through expansive picture windows with a 360-degree view that stretch from Catalina to the mountains. A stained glass cupola crowns the height of the ceiling, while a compass rose marks the hardwood floor beneath your feet. A singular staircase adorned with ironwork and fine wood detailing connects the elevated levels. Throughout the dwelling, you'll find surprises from a whimsical modern train weaving through the rafters to bespoke shelving, artistic glasswork displays, and spectacular sunset deck. Add a laundry room, garage parking to the ever-growing list of perks accompanying life here. Located just off PCH, you're only moments from the iconic neighborhood like Woody's Diner, Captain Jack's, Sunset Beach, and Huntington Harbor. Come experience being above it all in the world-famous Water Tower House. So here you can see the Water Tower House sticking up above everything else. You can see over the, it looks like this is maybe a sea row home. It's a third row from the beach, but you still have wonderful views of the beach and the water. House looks nice lit up at night. Look at that, 360-degree deck where you can have a cocktail out there like they talked about. We got 3 stories here. Short walk to the beach. Okay, so there's the vintage tools. I'm guessing that's things they kind of found or unearthed under the property while they were kind of turning this home into a residential home from just being a water tower. Here we got the elevator that takes you up to the top. Cool bathroom. I like how they kind of kept a lot of that kind of railroad theme and a lot of the unique features of this home. Very cool spiral staircase. Love all the woodwork. Okay, there's a train that goes around the ceiling of the one area, kind of keeping true to its roots. Love the staircase. We got the elevator upstairs. It's probably an odd house to photograph, just with kind of the angles and how kind of like small and narrow the home is. Here's one of the decks looking out into the water. Great place to catch a sunset. This is really cool. This is that third floor kind of sun deck or observatory room. I think you got the stained glass in the ceiling there with the ceiling fan. You got a nice sitting area in the middle. Looks like a great place to have a cocktail and watch the sunset. Or have your coffee and watch the sunrise. Cool windows, how those flip out the way they do. It's kind of neat. They got one of those like observation telescope things that they have at the beach a lot where you got to put a quarter in to look and see. We're at photo 31. Okay, so here's the stained glass in the ceiling. Love the woodwork of the ceiling. Okay, we got the north, south, east, west compass thing in the floor. Cool bedroom. I like kind of the unique shiplap there. Same with there. Neat bathroom. Another cool bedroom. How do you like that view out your bedroom window? Very, very cool. That's a funky bathroom. I dig that. Giant shower. It's cool how the spiral staircase comes down into the sitting area there. That is neat. Here's the kitchen. It's a small kitchen, but you got great views out the window. We got the elevator. We got another bedroom. Cool bathroom. A lot of unique things. Like I love the port window. Love the woodwork on the walls. The chandeliers. Everything about this home is super, super cool. Great place to have lunch while you're taking a break from surfing during the day. Photo 58 of 74. Okay, another bedroom. Got some night shots of the property. Just a different angle to give you some perspective of where the house is on the beach. Okay, Water Tower House, circa 1982. The world-famous Water Tower was originally built in the late 1800s to service steam engines that traversed the California coast. Its replacement was constructed in the 1940s. In the 1980s, the structure was in danger of being removed until the Save Our Water Tower movement was created by local residents. Architects and builders were then commissioned to redesign the structure, which stands at almost 100 feet tall and become one of the world's tallest residential homes from base to ceiling. Meticulously restored from 2016 throughout 2017, the water tower stands as one of Southern California's first landmarks. So, really cool house here. If you find yourself in the area, it's probably worth driving by and taking a look. This one, again, is located at 1 Anderson Street in Surfside, California. Going to run you just $5.5 million for 4 beds, 4 baths, and over 2,800 square feet. What do you guys think about this property? Would you want to live in a house like this? Would it freak you out since California has earthquakes? You worry an earthquake's going to strike and you're going to come toppling down? Or would you love to live in this home? Drop a comment down below and let us know. If you're not subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below and ring the bell. And if you enjoyed today's video, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button down below to be notified of future Zillow surfing videos. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.